Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're cutting through all the noise around artificial intelligence. Our goal? To give you, as a leader, a practical toolkit for making smart decisions. We're going to move past the hype and get into what really works. So let's just start with a pretty stark reality. Some estimates say that up to 90% of corporate AI projects fail. They just don't deliver on their promise. That is a staggering number. Think about it. Most of the time, money and talent we're pouring into AI right now is basically going down the drain. And this creates a kind of AI project graveyard. And look, this isn't just about wasted money. It's about lost opportunities. It's about teams getting totally frustrated. And it's about this growing cynicism towards a technology that could be genuinely transformative. So what on earth is going wrong here? Well, the core problem, it turns out, is a huge mismatch in expectations. We have this dream of buying or building a perfect, all-knowing God box, right? This one elegant thing that just solves everything. But the reality, for any company that's actually getting this right, it's what we call the Frankenstein Stitch. Yeah, it's messy, it's complex, and it's stitched together from a bunch of different parts. And this slide just illustrates it perfectly. I mean, look at this. This is what a real system looks like under the hood. You've got a creaky old ERP system from 2008, a few Python scripts someone wrote, some API calls, the latest large language models, that one database that everyone's terrified to touch, and maybe some RPA, robotic process automation, holding it all together with digital duct tape. And crucially, a human is still making the final call. This isn't just okay, this is actually how real progress gets made. So the companies that are winning with AI, they aren't trying to build that perfect system from scratch. No way. They're the ones who learn how to deliberately and skillfully orchestrate this stitch. They embrace the messiness because they know it's the path to getting things done. And that leads to this really crucial shift in focus. It's about moving from the technology to the friction. You have to stop asking, what can this new AI model do? And instead look inside your own organization and ask a much better question. Where is the real pain? What is that repetitive, soul-crushing work that's just bogging down our most valuable people? And this leads us to a really powerful tool for finding those golden opportunities. We call it the friction tax audit. This is how you hunt down the problems that are actually worth solving with your Frankenstein Stitch. It's a really simple 3-step process. Okay, step 1, you find that painful, repetitive work. Step 2, you define what amazing strategic value gets unlocked when that work just disappears. And step 3, and this is absolutely critical, you establish where a human always makes the final call. This ensures you're actually creating real value while keeping people in control of what matters most. Let's be super clear about what this friction tax really is. It's so much more than just lost time or a little inefficiency. It's lost innovation. It's damaged morale. It's a direct drain on the expertise of your most valuable, most expensive people. You could even call it the silent killer of productivity. Okay, let's make this real. Look at this example from a bank's Know Your Customer process. The friction tax here was a 6-hour, mind-numbing manual data gathering slog for their analysts. By applying an AI stitch, they cut that time down to just 6 minutes. But the goal wasn't just to be faster. It was to free up those analysts to do the one thing only they can do: high-value expert analysis. And the result? I mean, wow. The entire role of the analyst was transformed. Instead of spending their whole day basically doing data entry, they could now focus on strategic risk intelligence. And the business outcome was incredible. They started catching 4 times more high-risk entities. That is the real ROI of AI, not just saving a few hours. So once you've found that friction and you know the value you can unlock, you hit the next big leadership question. Do we build a solution ourselves, in-house, or do we buy something from a vendor? And let me tell you, this is a classic trap where a lot of projects go wrong. Now, what's really brilliant about this framework here is how it frames the decision. It's not about the technology, it's about your organization's strategy and your constraints. Do you actually have the team capacity not just to build this thing, but to maintain it for years? And here's the killer question. Is the AI itself your unique competitive advantage, or does the advantage just come from using it better than your competitors? And before you make that final call, you absolutely must ask this question. So many in-house projects look cheap in year 1, but they become unbelievably expensive by year 3, once you factor in all the hidden costs. Maintenance, managing weird stuff like prompt drift, where the AI's performance just degrades over time. And of course, the constant demand on your internal team. So, All of this, it leads to a brand new mandate for leaders in the age of AI. Your role is fundamentally shifting. It's becoming less about understanding the tech itself and more about creating the right environment for it to actually succeed. Look, you don't need to understand transformer architecture. Your job is to set the purpose, to empower your experts, to define what success really looks like, beyond just cost savings. It's about making those tough strategic calls and creating a culture where it is safe to experiment and even fail. You are the conductor of the Frankenstein Stitch. So, the final crucial takeaway is this. The question you should be asking isn't, is my organization ready for AI? It's, am I ready to lead? Are you ready to lead a transformation that's going to be messy, that's iterative, and that is fundamentally about empowering your people, not replacing them? Are you ready to embrace the Stitch